In this video we're gonna implement service which will use like CDK portal to dynamically attach component to the DOM through CDK portal and overlay reference. There is a application on which for which I'm gonna build this service. So first of all, let's start. I'm gonna implement portal service here, like to attach the dynamic component through DOM. So before we start, I created like this modal service and modal config, which use like component which is dynamically inserted. We don't know what component this will be. For now we are developing it for modal, but you can put it like tooltip, pop-up, or something else which needs to appear on the top level of application, and it will have like inputs with 3 and really might be any and outputs which will be like void functions, not like any, but it must be functions to catch and subscribe emitted actions, and has backdrop like most of overlays have backdrop. So yeah, I included it here. So to start it, first of all, please install this Angular CDK portal. I'm now using Angular 17, so write Angular 17 here to install the same version of CDK to avoid the conflicts per dependencies. So I now like provided the service on application wide using provided in root. Also I declared overlay reference, which is for now null. Subscriptions to like unsubscribe for like after we subscribe the emitters from the component which we're gonna inject here, and injected overlay to create overlay and then attach our portal there. So let's implement now open portal, which receives argument of interface of modal config, and there we go. Now we're gonna start to implementing it, and compile already suggesting how to do it. Let's start this overlay rep equals, we need to create overlay first of all, so it will have like has backdrop true. Also regarding this position strategy, like it's like position fixed and top, left, width and height, you can write here. For now I want to use this property in this example, and I will add dark backdrop true. This is the class of the overlay. So then we need to like create the portal like from config component. Now we have portal which has attached our dynamic component, and after this we need like component reference to have like read the inputs and etc. So we have like overlay ref attached to a portal which has this our component, and we have like this whole component reference here. So we have it. So now for inputs, let's see config inputs, we go through the object keys of config inputs. You remember that we defined it here. We might receive some input keys, so components must have these keys. For example, I developed like this, created this payment status component which we're gonna use, and it has input title. So if it's title provided there, we will provide the title through this, like we will see if it has inputs, and key will be here, for example title, and this title will equal whatever we provide from the config as an input. So for now our outputs is like pretty much straightforward, but with small difference. Like you see, we go through outputs, then we check if key in component instance has that output. If it has, like output equals to like its emitter which we're gonna emit the values, so we can subscribe. So I put here observable for it, not exact type but helps through it, and subscription to unsubscribe, then I adding it here. And also when I subscribe that outputs and I'm doing something not something, but I'm like calling the config output function, which I provided from the config. If you remember this function, which is void, it's provided. So names must match like whatever we provide. The component we are using, they are must be the same name written. So that's how it's work. And I added subscriptions. Also, we can subscribe the backdrop for. Let me one sec. To not take your time. We are now subscribing backdrop overlay reference, backdrop click, and we're closing it. And yeah, now we need to unsubscribe and close portal. Should close portal. So if so overlay ref also, yeah, and these subscriptions, unsubscribe, and this new subscription. So yeah, so dispose like close like destroys the portal wholly. Like you can use detach, which just hides portal, but dispose is like to destroy it. So currently everything is good. I have modal config here, modal service, which provides an application wide. Also one detail now is to implement this. Yeah, and one point I'm missing in styles. This remember I added this as backdrop class, so it's like some overlay styling. So how overlay should look. And in client details, when I click like activate or deactivate CDK portal, I will use it here. So I have imported it, not yet. Okay, I will import private modal service. Modal service. There we have it. So now we need implementation. This modal service. Open portal, and then we try to open this portal from here. So it's gonna take us to. We now need to like provide this configuration to this portal. It's like component, which is like payment. Payment. Sorry how I call it. Pay one sec. Payment status component. Sorry for my loud voice. Someone was calling me, so I let them know that I'm busy right now. So and inputs, and it must have like outputs. And if now we check the payment, this guy have like title as input and title clicked as output, so we need to provide those two here. So inputs will be title, let's say hello from CDK portal, and output will be title clicked, which you remember it's like function which returns void. So and now here instead of this I can even close the portal if I want to, but for now I won't close it. I will leave it like this, and I will log emitter title clicked. So let's now check it out if everything works, and I will now activate, and you see hello from CDK portal. If you log it like this, see on the top level of application there's the uproot and all components. On the top level we have overlay container, which has this portal close, and if I now click this close guy, listening from modal service, that's what we write right here. And we then calling the function there. So basically what is happening here, detail, we're calling this function, and we can do whatever you want to do where title click. It can be like close icon or something else. You could do anything here, even close the overlay reference. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Click overlay, close the portal, activates, and yeah, it's quite straightforward way to implement this modal and have like logic in one service and use this service application wide, so it simplifies many things, and you can use it with the dialog or modal services, dynamic forms, notifications, alerts, tabs, dynamic panels. This implementation is pretty much improves your life as developer. You building these ones and then reusing it, and it has some advantages as well: dynamic component loading, content projection, enhanced control over the manipulation, simplified component interaction, performance optimizations. So yeah, that was it. So you like this video, and if so, please subscribe. I really appreciate it. And yeah, thanks for watching.